Imagine that somebody's hand got stuck at the door or at the edge of the door, and suddenly the door slammed. Bang! What happens? What happens? Eh? Pain, an excruciating pain. We do what? We submerge. That even if they are telling you sorry, you hardly hear that sorry. They are doing what? They are telling you at that particular point. That is problem for you. When you are faced with a particular problem, nothing makes sense to you again. But that particular problem that you are facing at that particular point. That is why I say I think it is just the nature of problems that it draws our minds towards them like law of gravity. You know what law of gravity is? What's the law of gravity? What goes up must goes down. But then in our lives, there is a particular power of gravity gravitating towards a particular problem. Let me use this analogy. Maybe we'll get it better. You see, being negative, it is very, very easy. But then being positive, it takes an extra effort. Do you know what it means to be negative? What does it mean to be negative? Eh? Exactly. It is very, very easy. It is very, very easy to fall into wrong. Anything that is wrong is negative. Anything that is not right, it is negative. To fall into wrong side of a particular, to fall into a particular wrong side, it is very, very easy. But then to stay positive, it takes an extra effort. Now, imagine someone who is at the eighth floor and holding two waters of dispenser, drops it. Is it not easy to drop two waters from the eighth floor? It will land. And if you descend from that eighth floor, you meet your distance there. But then to carry that same two bottle water of dispenser, to carry it to that eighth floor, it takes an extra effort and extra energy. In fact, you blame yourself that, oh my, this thing is heavy. You not be so. That is problem for you. When you are negative, it is very, very easy. But then to stay positive, it takes an extra effort. And so, dear people of God, I say problems, whether we like it or not, they happen. Challenges, they do what? They happen. Struggles in life, they do what? They happen. Issues happen. Misunderstanding among peoples, among friends, among peer groups, it happens. Even health crisis happens. Financial crunches happens. Things we do not expect it, they happens. However, amongst all of this, happiness does not happen. Why? Who can tell me why happiness does not happen? When all the vices happens, but then the virtue does not happen. Why? Because happiness is something that is right. And that is why anything that is right does not happen. You have to do what? You have to make what is right happen. That was why I used that example of throwing a two, what's it called, bottle of dispenser. Throwing a two bottle of dispenser down is very, very wrong. It is very, very easy. But then to take it back up, or even to even place it on the dispenser itself, it takes an extra effort. That's why happiness does not happen. Anyone who gains weight, in fact, to gain weight is very, very easy. But then to lose it, you have to do what? You have to make it happen. To keep fit, you have to make it happen. Not reacting when you are angry, it doesn't happen. You have to do what? You have to make it happen. Remember, only wrong things happen automatically. For right thing, you have to make it happen. Anything that is right, you have to do what? You have to make it happen. In fact, saying sorry when someone hurts you or forgiving when someone hurts you does not happen. You have to do what? You have to make it happen. Looking at our readings of today, especially connecting our first reading to that of the gospel. They have something in common. Waves, turbulence of the sea. Yes, Job had complained, God, why this, why that, why this, why that? And then in our first reading of today, God answers Job using the illustration of storm. Whether you like it or not, storm will come. It will naturally come. It happens. But then to overcome that storm, you have to do what? You have to pay an extra price. In our gospel reading of today, the apostles of Jesus, they were faced with turbulent storm on the sea. They were faced with disaster. They were faced with challenges. Did they make it happen? Answer me now. Did they make it happen? That is evil. It happens automatically. It happens naturally. But for them to overcome that particular difficult situation, what did they do? They beckon on their master. They make an extra effort. Remember, before anything right can happen in your life, you have to do what? You have to make an extra effort. You have to make a conscious effort. For them to make right happen, they call on the author and the finisher of their faith. They call out to their problem solver. They make an extra effort to gain balance and peace of mind. And immediately their peace was restored because they actually made it happen. And so I'm asking you, my dear brothers and sisters, when all the odds add up against you, when the turbulent storm rises against you, when you are faced with problems, with difficult situation, whom do you turn to? How do you overcome it? Let me tell you, in case you do not know, to journey with Jesus is to journey in peace, even in a storm. It is only in the presence of Jesus we can have peace, even in the wildest storm. We can have peace. Jesus Christ was found journeying with the apostles. But then, even the apostles, they were afraid. And that was why he has to question their faith. Where is your faith? You see me journeying with you, and you are still afraid in this storm. Do you think this storm will overcome you, me, with my presence with you? See, my dear brothers and sisters, whether we like it or not, God, every day of our lives, keeps journeying with us. God, every day of our lives, keep journeying in difficult situations we find ourselves. He is always there. He only wants us to overcome that particular situation, that particular storm, so that we can be stronger in Him. Jesus Christ gives us peace in the storm of sorrow. When sorrow comes, He tells us of His glory of the life to come. He changes the darkness of death into sunshine of the thoughts of life eternal. When we are faced with the storm of sorrow, Jesus Christ is with us to journey with us.